Overdose deaths in Chattanooga hit the highest number recorded in 2019. Last year, there were 64 overdose-related deaths in the city. For 2018, that number was 42. The ongoing crisis is a challenge for law enforcement as they try to figure out the best way to respond.
Abby Kirk spoke to the lead detective of the narcotic unit at the CPD. He says the epidemic has significantly changed how officers respond to scenes.
Last year, Chattanooga police say they responded to more than 300 overdose calls. Of those, 64 resulted in deaths. Officials say those numbers, they're a lot for the population and a lot for their manpower to investigate those cases.
No, they're putting the poison out there. They're causing the addiction. They're causing the destruction of society.
Terry Topping has been an investigator for the narcotics unit with the Chattanooga Police Department for nearly 18 years. He investigates all crimes with illegal drugs.
Target dealers who sell drugs to the community and build cases on them.
Detective Topping says a lot has changed.
So we've seen, the rise and fall of everything from the cocaine era to the ecstasy eras to meth labs to pill mills.
A new challenge, he says, the current opioid epidemic.
Made a drastic change in how we investigate cases and how things are happening in society.
64 overdose-related deaths in 2019, 12 just this year, an average of 2 deaths a week. Topping says the opioid addiction is a much larger group than ever before on other epidemics.
The strength of that addiction is so strong that it's really hard to combat that addiction and take care of the supply.
Local law enforcement now taking an aggressive approach to making arrests.
It's sad to see.
But now only going after the drug dealers, Topping says, isn't the only answer.
So trying to drive the people who are affected by the addiction into rehab centers and into facilities.
When you take away the crime, you're left with people struggling.
And getting to know a lot of them, you realize a lot of them made a bad decision somewhere down their life or something's happened in their life that got them to where they are affected by this addiction.
Topping says the answer is also recovery.
If we can convince the people who are suffering from that addiction to take that step, get into rehab, get into something intensive, extensive, and we can get them cleaned up and find a new life for yourself.